Hey, let me do another goals planning video. This is all my notes towards coming up with goals. Not necessarily for the end of the year, but basically sort of when I feel like it's complete or complete as it's going to get. I should probably make that a goal for before the end of next week. I don't know. Somewhere in there, probably I should kind of come up with, okay, this is kind of like a general goals thing for me. And I was thinking about like what are other things that are goals. And the handy thing about this time of year is everyone's doing their goals, so I can just copy them, or I can pick the things that kind of like go, oh, that might work for me. One of the things was One Book One Reviewer lady, who I can't remember her name at the moment. I'll have to look that up. I really enjoy her videos. But I'm Jay, by the way. She often breaks things down kind of in a monthly way. Kind of does tracking that way. I don't know how I feel about tracking, though. Concrete and accountable is always kind of is a mantra at work, which is one of the things. Is probably kind of trying to think, okay, what kind of divisions can I make? There's like goals in general, but what does that mean? And I've got things like work goals. What are my work goals for the year coming up? Probably a work goal that I'm kind of working on already at the moment is just make sure that I am promptly at work on time. I was actually doing a lot too much booktube stuff and kind of letting that get away from me. So I kind of instituted a thing of like, okay, I set myself a 2 o'clock alarm. When the 2 o'clock alarm goes off, all right, children, put down your fun notebooks and books and video cameras and all that, and go to work. So that is a goal, because that gets me to work on time, and that's one of my things that I want to continue on in the new year, is continue with that. I've been doing that, but I think that's a good one. And yeah, I will think about other goals that I want from a work point of view. Some of which I will write down, and I'll say I'm working on them, but I won't record them here because they may. By the nature of my work, I'm working in the residence's house, my client's house. I'm making a good house for them, but a part of what makes a good house for them is me not violating that confidentiality, that privacy, by blabbing about it here. So there may be things that are specific to that house that I will have as goals, but they won't be shared here. So I'll continue with my just standard there. That's not a goal. That's just a sort of standard of confidentiality when being allowed to be a part of people's private house. And being able to allowed, given the privilege to serve in that way, that's important to me. So yeah, there's work stuff. There will be a section on BookTube. We'll probably have a stuff on couple stuff. Again, that will come under, I blab about all my own personal stuff. I won't be blabbing about personal stuff. That also includes my partner Ja's personal stuff. So that's another goal. So there's work, there's there's couple stuff, there is BookTube, there is exercise. That's a sort of important part of my life that I need to work on. I've had back trouble in the last little while, so sort of making sure I get good exercise. I have a meeting actually with somebody who's going to kind of hopefully give me a handle on kind of little bit of holistic health, on kind of keeping my body aligned and stuff like that. I also bought new shoes, which I think have helped a lot in that category. It's funny how having crappy shoes can really mess up my back quick. And I have one pair of sneakers and I burned through those, and then I kept on wearing them, and that's probably where I came into issues and ended up having like a week off there because of it, which is like, that's something to say, like, okay, you're halfway through the year, maybe it's time to make sure you put that on your thing of getting shoes should be a June thing, stuff like that. The pandemic kind of got in the way there too, to give myself a little bit of a break. It was like one of these, I was not doing shopping, I wasn't going out. So I did some pandemic shoe shopping, which I just couldn't do online. I had to actually go out and try shoes on. And luckily the shoe store I went to had a good kind of COVID strategy. So yeah, I've got that. Exercise. I think those are the main things I wanted to add, top up to my goal stuff for right now, is those things of kind of dividing it up. I'd already had this idea of like, kind of have to think about like, do I want monthly? Do I want quarterly? I feel like quarterly might be too big, though. If it's that big, then I less work. But yeah, that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on goals at the moment. So I thought I'd record it right now with the lights on versus out in the dark. All right, more videos later.